Alright, so what's going on, guys? So for today's video, like I said the other day, I'm going to be doing a Q&A just to have an upload sometime during this week. So I took it to Instagram today, and a few of you guys left some questions on there. A few of you guys left some questions on the last video. So I'm going to go through them, answer them all, and hope you guys enjoy it. So starting off, we're going to start with Manny_90s, and he asks, what got you into DAs? Not really a person's first choice. And although that may be true, because to most people the DA is probably an uglier looking car. I mean, it is pretty square and fat. So honestly, what got me into DAs was when I went to get rid of my first car, which was a Camaro. I looked for Integras because I always liked Integras, and that was the first time I saw a DA was advertised on Craigslist, the one that I was trying to trade for. And the more and more I wanted to get rid of my Camaro, the more and more I started to like the Integra, even though it wasn't the DC or the bug eye look that I was originally going for. But over time, especially after I got it, it kind of just grew on me, and now it's definitely my favorite chassis for any Honda, like entirely. I think it looks way cooler than anything else. And then next up is Kill the Tag Hero, and he says, what do you think is the best exhaust for a B18, and also how do you skate in Arizona? It's too hot there. And so best exhaust, honestly, from what I've heard, I mean, it all depends on your setup, your headers, your mid-pipe, like if you have a resonator or a cat or whatnot. But personally, pretty much any exhaust I've heard, straight piped or resonated or whatnot, sounds best with a K-tune muffler. A lot of people are going to tell you to go with like Skunk 2 because of the name and the price, but just because it's priced high. Like Skunk 2 is a sick brand, but honestly their exhaust sounds like butthole to me. It sounds like a pissed off typical Beehive Honda. So I would say either K-tune, turn down, or HKS. And don't get no cheap generic HKS. Spend your money and save up and get a solid HKS, because those sound super sick. And then as for skating out here, I don't know. I don't really skate all that much when it's this hot out. I usually wait till it's nighttime when it's like sub 110, and when the sun's not being directly on you, because that's a little bit easier. But no, it's definitely hard. You kind of adapt to it. Alright, so John DC4 asks, what is your favorite skate brand? So for corporate companies, or not corporate, but like big name skate brand for like boards, I'm gonna have to go with either Chocolate or Zoo York, or Real Skateboards. Real, yeah, those three. I'm pretty sure they're under the same distribution center, so it's all the same wood and whatnot. But those three are the best shaped, the most pop, the lightest, and the most durable for my type of skating. And I've just always stuck around those. Unilever asks, what's the best hard cider or apple beer that you've ever had? And it's either Reds, because I drink that all the time, or Angry Orchard, which is a little bit harsher, I guess. It's more like an actual alcohol taste instead of like a fruity taste. So definitely probably those two. But yeah, Reds for sure. And this one, I don't even know if this one was directly dedicated to the video or if this guy was just asking me coincidentally on the same post. But he's asking me, Sean Cooley asks if I know how to stop the automatic belt from going, because his is going back and forth the entire time while he's driving. So basically it sounds to me like your motor in that thing is tripping out, so I would just unplug it. So if you go to your passenger floorboard, you pull the corner carpet up where next to the passenger's right foot, you pull that plastic piece off and pull the carpet back a little bit. You're going to see a little box right there, and you're going to unplug. I want to say it's the brown plug, the biggest plug, and that completely rids your motor. Like, it makes it so your sensor doesn't go off on your dash for your seatbelt, and it stops the window or the belts from working on the track. F King Urge, I think his name is, says pet peeves about your cars. So I'm gonna have to see. I'll start with the white car, the DA, and my pet peeve about that is it seems like no matter what I do, because it's an older car, it's got whistles, it's got clunks, and pretty much everything on that car is replaced from the ground up. Pretty much every bushing, bolt, name it. But yeah, definitely when I'm driving with the window up, unless I open the door with the window all the way up and shut it with the window up, I get wind noise. So if I'm driving with the window down and I have to roll the window up, there's wind noise. And that's definitely the most annoying thing. Oh, and the sunroof. Like, my sunroof works, but the front little strip, like, it vibrates for whatever reason, and it drives me absolutely insane. So yeah, for the DA. For the DB, honestly, it's slow as crap because it's got like 230,000 miles. It's ugly, and that's pretty much it. It's just ugly. I mean, it's a daily, so it works, but it's just ugly. LH Media 07 asks, if you could have only one car for the rest of your life, what would it be? And to that, I don't even know. Like, that's a really tough question. I'd probably want to say I'd like to stick with the DA because honestly I love the front wheel drive sensation because I like going faster on turns. But at the same time, like, I'd probably have to fanboy and get an R33 or an R34 GTR because I love the all-wheel drive because you get the best of both worlds. And just a flick or just a yank of the fuse, you get rear-wheel drive. So if I want to do some skids, I could do some skids, and that'd be amazing because who doesn't want an R34 or just a Skyline in general? All right, now taking it to the video questions. Again, I don't know if this question was directly related to the Q&A or if he's just asking in general, but he says, what did you do with the Hyro wing? So, it's still on the car, but think about ever getting the dimensions off of it to sell replicas, because I'd love to buy one. And no, because I don't really know how to go about getting dimensions on that. I don't know which parts to measure, first off, and second off, no, because there's already a company that makes replicas, and if you know the company, then keep it hush. You want to tell one or two people, that's up to you, but I personally choose not to tell people because it's one of those items that even though it's a replica, it is still a rare thing, and if everybody has it, then it's going to completely kill the whole vibe of it, and honestly, I'm just a douchebag and I like being unique, so fight me. And Mumble asks, would you ever get anything other than a Honda? And yeah, I definitely want to get an Eclipse, a GSX, a second gen, a DSM. That'd be super sick. I'd love to get anything rear-wheel drive, like Nissan preferably. Yeah, like 240, Sylvia. I'd love to get like an older Escort, like an older Ford Escort. I don't know, that's probably it. Just pretty much, and some, yeah, it's pretty much anything. Toyota, Nissan. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. So that actually pretty much wraps it up for the Q&A. Probably got like, what, 10 or 15 of them in there. So yeah, just a short video. But other than that, guys, be sure to go buy some Atomic 7 stuff because you should, and it's cool. But as for the car, this Saturday, hopefully going to be doing another Saturdays for the boys. If it's not just me and AD, if it's just me and AD, then it's just going to be us putting the head on, because that's all I have to do left. I ordered my VTEC solenoid gasket, so literally the only parts that I need for this car to be back on the road and running is cooling hoses and my ECU to be done. And people were getting butthurt because I said in the last video that I'm just going to be base mapping it, and they were saying base maps are no bueno, and that I'm half-assing it. But my B20 was on a base map, and it smashed. So I don't see an issue with it. It's not like I have a built motor. It's not like I'm going boost. So there's really nothing to tune. I can do a base map and street tune it with adequate air and fuel and some ignition timing, and I'll be mint. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to tune in for Saturday, and go follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. So yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video.